everybody, and welcome to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's the only podcast in the world that is a complete shit show. I am Turch, and with me is my stretching co-host, the CEO, and the man who puts the arse rape into assistant therapist. It's Kieran. How you doing?
That is cruel. That is a bit of a stretch.
Look, it wasn't my best work, but that's the joke for the day. How you doing, buddy?
Fun guy.
Fundamentalist.
You'll be happy. I went on a tax rant the other day.
Oh, that's fantastic. It seems like more and more I hear about people talking and getting older. They all seem to want to talk about taxes.
Well, I was in an Uber, and then I saw the socialist a leftover poster sign in regards to the Socialist Party.
Yeah.
And that just set me off.
What a winning party.
Yeah. And then I was on my way to some kind of art exhibition, which I don't get art.
No.
Right. When it comes to art, I don't get it.
The only art that I think is bullshit is dance.
This was like lights and sound, and it didn't make sense, and
okay.
I just continued to drink.
Perfect.
So I have a mini rant. I don't get art.
Like I said, the only art I think is complete bullshit is dance, because without the music in dance, there's no art.
Oh, it's silent dance.
Yeah, but it's just movement, and it's just like, okay, cool.
So
I don't want to see this.
Exercise.
Yeah, it's just exercise. It's not the same.
That's fair enough.
Whereas music, actually, music, obviously painting, film is art because there's something physical there. You can see it, this, that. Whereas, dance specifically requires music to be dance.
Mm.
So it needs another art to be art.
Yeah. Art in general, just don't get it. I get your point.
Yeah.
Dance, you need another element. Paintings, I don't know. I don't get why people can put a dot.
Yeah, look, modern art's bullshit.
I don't get it.
Modern art's bullshit.
There's some art that I go, yeah, it's pretty good.
Like Renaissance. You look at Renaissance and they've got paintings within paintings within paintings. They've painted them all by hand.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's very good.
Sistine Chapel. Gorgeous. Amazing.
Speaking of the 16th Chapel.
Sistine, not 16.
There you go. Almost 30 years of age, and I've been corrected on something that I thought for my entire life.
Had it down, Pat. Nope, not even close. No cigar.
It's the 69th episode.
It is the 69th episode.
Which means it's the sex episode.
I don't know why we said we were going to do a sex episode, but here it is, the sex episode. So, Kieran, I've got a rant.
Yeah.
I actually had two rants. One was motivational speakers. For some reason, Facebook...
Sorry. Go on.
Okay. So, some reason, 2 weeks ago, Facebook decided, hey, I wasn't getting enough advertisements.
And they've doubled it?
And they doubled it. Or tripled it almost.
Yeah.
Everything, every third thing I scrolled through, there was 2 regular, posts from people and news or whatever, and then an advertisement. And it decided that every single advertisement was a motivational speaker or a life coach.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just
you need to be motivated.
And I'm like, I don't need to be motivated. So I was so motivated by these motivational speakers that were on Facebook that were telling me stuff that any person with, a couple of slogans and your dad could teach you. I was so motivated, I decided to go through all the interests that Facebook has assigned me in my advertising space.
You can do that?
You can do that.
Wow.
And I removed them all.
Wow.
So now Facebook has no idea what I like. And the advertisements, I messaged Facebook saying, hey, why have I tripled my advertisements? And they're like, oh, we just advertise to what you like. So now that I got rid of everything, I've gotten, I would say about 70 to 80% less ads.
Ah, well, that's very good.
And I've been every time I see an ad, I report it now. Because I figure the more I just report it,
the quicker they'll kick you off Facebook.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But then everyone else sort of enjoys it too, because if I report it, then they go, oh, we have to review it. They can't just show it to other people. So I'm being a good Samaritan for everybody else. But that's why I'm complaining about motivational speakers.
You know those people that review that content have 3 seconds to make a decision?
Yeah, I know.
It's something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's in the Philippines.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But that's fine. I don't care. Let them keep them busy. What can I say?
Motivational speakers are I go to these things, right? I'm very skeptical.
Yeah.
Right? Not that I went to this thing on Property. It was not a motivational speaker, but it was this free event.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know...
As soon as it's free, you know it's a scam.
I
and then you know when you have to pay, it's also a scam.
I knew it was... I was like, there's going to be a sales pitch in here.
There's always a sales pitch.
There's a sales pitch. And it was for 2 hours. And it was, you know, about how to buy a house or property. And I thought, I'm probably going to get something out of this.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did. There was the sausage rolls and party pies.
Right. I got the food, and that's it.
And
was there anything in that I've not told you before about buying a house?
I walked out after half an hour, and I really regret not walking out after 15 minutes.
That's pretty impressive.
And
because I'm pretty sure, like, I've bought 2 houses now, one investment and one my own house, and I think I've told you everything I know about it.
It was just, I was just like, yeah, you're not really
helping
at all. Yeah.
Once you get a deposit, that's it. Yeah. It's very easy after that. A deposit, a secure income, and a bank loan. Like, there's nothing else.
Yeah. It was a load of crap. And so I walked out, and the lady chased me. She was like, "Oh, but where are you going?" And I was like, "I've got better things to do with my time."
That's right.
Like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
So, but I was quite happy.
You're motivated to leave.
I was motivated.
Yeah.
But he was very much like a motivational speaker, and trying to be uplifting and
you could do it. You can buy property. You can be in your house.
In 10 years, you could be here. And I'm thinking like, maybe, but if you're really going to do like investments and that kind of stuff, and you really want to have that fucking like $1 million, like, number one, it's got to be probably your fucking job 5 days a week, because you need to know everything's there is to do happening with like the whole fucking market.
Yep. Or you need to know like one market really, really well.
I was like, it's just going to be a slow progression.
That's all it is. You know, I've only started, like, I bought my first property a couple of years back, and it's just going to be a slow progression. But, you know, it's going to start. Yeah. As soon as you start, it's easy. Yeah. Because you've got, you know, once you have one, you buy your own one, you work it around. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about.
Sorry, but yes, it was very much like a motivational speaker.
It's a sex episode, and we've got to motivational speakers. So I'm going to motivate everyone. Pornography. I'm going to rant about pornography. Have you noticed, you load up your porn, you finally think yourself, I found something I'm interested in. You know, you want to help do that with 0.3% of the total pollution that happens on Earth.
Yes, yeah.
You know, with the porn, with the streaming of porn. And you find a couple of good videos you want, you know. And then at the end of the porno, you think to yourself, yep, here comes the money shot. Mm-hmm. And you get there, you're like, yeah. And then there's no money shot. This video just sort of ends, like halfway through their banging. Where the fuck is the money shot in pornos these days?
You want the money shot?
The money, I think everyone wants to see the money shot.
You should complain.
Where can I complain? Hello, Mr. Pornhub.
To the complaints line, I don't know.
You know what? If I ever, maybe I will. Please have more videos with money shots. That should be just a category. Like, they should have videos, like, in the category section.
Yeah, and it's just called money shot.
No, videos, and then it's like, has a star next to it, and that means has the money shot in there.
No, generally stars mean you've got to pay for it.
Yeah, but another symbol. I don't know. I want
a dollar sign.
I want free pornos with the money shot. This is not very hard. Where have they gone? Have you noticed this in pornography, or is it just me?
Look, there's so many options
in pornography.
Look, I suspect that people don't watch it all. They just, you know, scroll through to the bits that they want.
Yeah, but then I'm saying that I would say most people want the money shot. Like, I don't need the 15-minute blowjob scene. You know, I don't need that.
Yeah, that's why people scroll.
Yeah, that's right. Or I don't need like the I don't know, like, I don't need the guy talking either.
Some people like that.
Oh, who? Have you ever known?
Mute it.
No, because you still want to hear the other sounds. You want to get some context. I'm gonna put it out there. I love a good porn story at the beginning, as long as it's not too long. I'm always I'm having a good time.
The stories are great.
I'm always having a good time.
Yeah,
I'm always having a good time. But gotta get the money shot back into pornos.
Cindy, why don't you just stay over tonight?
Well, you trespassing in my house? Well, come in here and fuck me. I'm in. I'm totally in. I'm totally engaged. I'm ready to rock and roll. Yeah. But Kieran, that's enough about the first sexy part of this episode.
All right.
Started off strong. Apparently you came in here very happy with yourself.
Oh, there's a funny article, but this isn't the.
There's another one coming.
I thought I'd get the sex scandal out first.
Oh, I'm always interested in the sex scandal.
Actually, it's not a sex scandal, but
it's something.
An antique dildo will stay in Ireland after sex shop owner campaigns to save it.
Oh, fantastic.
There was a 140-year-old, an 18th century, even longer. An 18th century dildo was sent from China to Ireland. Okay. Don't ask me the mechanics of exactly how this happened. And it has...
What?
This...
Alright, put it up there, fly you over. What? No, they put it on a plane.
No, it would have sailed. It would have been on a ship.
In the 18th century?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like they're just doing it now.
No. 18th century.
Oh, okay. I thought the dildo was from the 18th century and they sent it across.
No, the dildo is from the 18th century.
Yeah.
Right. And it came from China and it made its way to Ireland. And it's been in this like sex shop, right?
Right, okay. So this Irish sex shop has this 18th century dildo which they
got their hands on 140 years ago.
There you go, okay.
Right. Anyway, some person fucked up in the store and sold it.
Right.
Right.
Well, you know. I mean, wouldn't you want to have it in the store to sell? I don't know.
No, because it's an antique.
You still sell antiques. So he sold it.
Going over to America. But...
Wait, it's... So it's gone from China to Ireland to America.
It's a fucking Chinese sex toy.
Yeah.
That made its way to Ireland. Now, the Irish have held onto it.
Yeah.
For so long that it's like...
antique.
Michael da Vinci Angelo in the 16th chapel. Right?
Yeah.
The writing in this article was very poor, so I've got to like...
That's why I'm just trying to draw out the story. I'm trying to follow along here. So the person in the Irish sex shop decided to sell it.
Yeah. Or some person.
And that's it. And they're angry about that?
There it is.
That's like a horse cock. That's a wooden horse cock. Yeah. That's what that is. That's big. Is that? Is it just me, or is just the picture sort of just making it bigger than it actually is? It comes in a very nice case.
It comes in a very nice case. The sex toy was sent from an Irish soldier fighting in China to his wife in Ireland as a gift.
That's fantastic, because now I'm just... Okay, Ireland and China are pretty... Like, that's a bit of a distance away from each other. So imagine the one gift you send back... Horsecock dildo from China.
Hope you're thinking of me. See you in a year, honey.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But it's staying in Ireland.
Okay, good.
They did a campaign.
Yeah.
They've kept the horsecock dildo from the 18th century. What was in the 18th century that the Irish would have been fighting?
If they were helping out the English, maybe England owned Hong Kong for a while. And stuff like that. Maybe they were helping out over there, part of the Union sort of stuff.
There you go.
Not quite sure.
The photos, yes, there's a quote. The photo does make it look massive, but something tells me it's going to be a lot smaller.
Oh, okay, that's just racist. So is it made of wood?
It's made of... I had it somewhere.
Because I'd be scared if it was made of wood, because that could be splintery. That's all I'm thinking.
No, not wood. I think it was made out of China.
It was made of China.
I don't know. The article doesn't say.
It's a porcelain sex toy.
Look, the article goes on about how there's a wooden heart carved in the box.
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't care about that either. But there you go. Well done, Ireland, for keeping the Irish dildo. That's
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, while you're using your Irish porcelain wooden dildo, Chinese dildo
plate,
maybe you're watching pornography.
Maybe.
Now, I don't know about you, Kieran, but I think we can all safely say that we're going to storm Area 51.
We are going to storm.
And not only that, we're going to find them aliens.
Yeah.
And we're going to clap them cheeks. I don't know if you heard about this.
But I learnt something the other day.
What did you learn the other day?
Right. I'm getting to the aliens. Prison transport in America, you know, the Con Air?
Mm.
It's called FJAT or something. I don't know whatever it's called, right? FPAT or something. But it's prisoner and alien transport.
Oh.
So they've also got a department in America which is for prisoners and aliens.
See? We definitely need to go to Area 51. Well, have you heard about the meme called Clap Them Cheeks?
No, I haven't.
Okay, it's basically, why are we going to Area 51? Well, one, to see aliens, and we want to clap them cheeks. We want to fuck them good. And that's the meme at the moment.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Right.
So, naturally, if we're going to clap them cheeks, we better get our dicks ready to clap them cheeks. And look, not everyone's sexually aroused by everything. You know, some people want the money shot in porn. Some people want a 15 to 20 minute blowjob scene.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, according to PornHub, want to see aliens fucking. Or people fucking aliens. So, thanks to the Facebook event Storm Area 51, 1.5 million people RSVP'd, or down over nearly 3 million. But currently, people are already preparing for extraterrestrials encounter by clicking in the ins and outs of the alien sex on PornHub. And since the 12th of July, the Area 51 searches have surged from 0 to 160,000 in just 4 days. And on the 16th of July alone had 59,000 searches. The popular term alien increased by 217% on July 2nd, and again by another 199% on the 15th of July. The most popular alien search term is alien impregnation, followed by alien sex. Other searches include alien belly, which is the reference to the scene in the movie Alien, alien eggs, alien abduction, and alien probe. So some really interesting stats from porn.
Alien probe and alien abduction would be higher up on those lists.
Yeah, I would have thought so too. So the top 20, I'll give you the top 10. So it's alien impregnation, alien sex, alien hentai, 3D alien, female alien, alien girl, alien belly, alien eggs, alien abduction, and then number 10 is monsters versus aliens. So, you know, people are searching for some weird shit. So those are the top 20 searches. Now, believe it or not.
See, I want to know how they do, like, alien impregnation, right? So, an alien might not have the same sexual organs or reproductive systems that we have.
That's true.
Right? So,
like E.T. What does...
So if you're like a human, what are you going to, like, you know, what you stick it in? Or it could be totally different. Yeah, like, it could be like the belly button.
I just think of that South Park episode where they go up into space and the guy's like, "Ooh, suck my jag on." Like,
yeah.
It could be some weird thing where he's got 3 things sticking out on different places and stuff like that.
Like, just imagine being like the first human. Like, we make contact with aliens, and then you're the first human to like do it with an alien and the jag-ons or whatever they're called.
It'd be, well, you know, someone's got to do it.
That's right.
You know, it's one of those things. But you know what's funny about that episode of South Park? You know those 2 guys one of them's meant to be Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, fuck off.
Dead set. That's a real thing. If you ever watch that episode again and watch it, it's like the guy, I think one with like the facial hair is like Harvey Weinstein. It's meant to be.
Everyone knew.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone knew, because there was a joke at the Oscars or the Golden Globes or something the year before.
I think everyone must have known. Yeah. It's just one of those things. What's his name? The one who does Family Guy. Yeah. Seth MacFarlane. He made a bunch of jokes about that sort of stuff. Well, anyway, you'd be very interested to know, going back to alien searches on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Women are 33% more likely to view alien-related videos compared to men.
Fuck off.
Which is... why would Pornhub lie to me?
Wow. I thought it would have been the other way around.
I would have thought it would have been...
I would have been like, men are just disgusting animals.
Yeah. But I guess it's maybe... So that's the thing, like, women are 33% more... You know, more inclined to search for that. But the top number 1 alien research search result is alien impregnation. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe that's their fetish.
Some weird, fucked up
That's
fantasies.
a really weird fetish. The age group that is searching, it's an increase of 67% between the age group of 18 to 24. Our age group didn't actually have too much of a difference. It was negative 3% for alien searches.
Wait, so we've been somehow searching for aliens, and then saw Area 51 comes in and was like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. And every other age group went down, but just the 18 to 24, 67%, huge spike compared to the rest of them.
Wow.
Now, this is the next bit. So this is the increase by state in America. Now, I'll give you two guesses. What do you think?
Bible Belt.
You reckon the Bible Belt? Okay. Oh, look, I'll give you... Try to guess the state that increased their searches the most for alien sex. Or just, any alien searches in general.
Is it in the Bible Belt?
It's not in the Bible Belt.
Oh, shit. Can I have like a hint? Give me a range, an area.
It's one of the biggest states.
Texas. Area
Nope.
51?
No.
California.
No. Alaska. An increase of 107%.
Sarah Palin's from Alaska.
That's true. I'll give you that one. Yeah. And then West Virginia, South Dakota, Wyoming, and Arkansas, where it's all above 60% increase. I nearly said Arkansas, and I had to correct myself in my head. And now the most interesting part is that they did a worldwide thing as well. Australia is on the list of searches that increased. Our searches for alien sex in general, 41% increase for Australians.
Well done, Australia.
But I'm very sad because we are behind New Zealand. We was on 42%.
Oh, yeah, but they've got sheep.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry to our New Zealand listeners.
Yeah, so Czechoslovakia at the top, Argentina, Belarus, Brazil, and Thailand, all 50% and above. And we beat the United States. But I'm very proud of Italy, who did not search for alien sex at all. Negative 31%. And
do you know why? I didn't bring the article in.
Mm.
You know how you've talked about Pompeii before?
Yeah.
There's a fight going on between the volcanologists and the archaeologists.
Uh-oh.
Because the volcanologists have said to the archaeologists, you're getting too much airtime. You're ruining it. We as volcanologists, we have a right in writing the history books and telling the story, and you've taken it all. So there's a big fight going on.
That's good. That's a real battle of wits. It's both sides, no matter who wins, still loses.
I was like, aren't they the same, basically?
Maybe. I don't know. Look, I'm not a scientist. I never claimed to be a scientist.
Like, the volcanologist is worried about volcanoes exploding and how they explode, and the archaeologist is like, this is what's happened in history.
I think archaeologists are always going to have a leg up simply because of Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Like, Indiana Jones was an archaeologist. There was no, John Smith, the volcanologist, traveling around finding hidden volcanoes and underwater.
And then they're about to explode.
Yeah, and the Nazis are chasing him and stuff like that. Like, there was a Cold War villain for John Smith, the volcanologist.
Oh, we could write a screenwrite here.
This is a terrible idea, but you can start it all you want. Anyway, that's it. Like, I'm just amazed. People just want to watch alien porn. Whatever's popular at the time seems to be what people search for pornography. I'm pretty sure we brought in like Game of Thrones was a thing.
Yeah, Game of Thrones was up there when Game of Thrones was around.
It was a big sort of thing, and then like Sarah Palin was a thing when she was sort of being popular and stuff like that. And Melania Trump was one around the time that Trump got elected and stuff like that, and Ivanka and stuff like that. So pretty interesting. I mean, look, we just like what's on TV, I guess, and we just want to see porn of it.
The biggest search when Sarah Palin was around was lipstick on a pig.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
I'm kidding. I made that up.
Well, I could roll with it. That's the scary thing about it.
I just thought that was. I hope you're pissing yourselves with my joke that I just made.
It was good. I'll put it out there. I'll even put some laugh track. And if I don't, it's because it wasn't that funny. What? Kieran, you had a really sexy story for us. Or we did really on a sexy story?
No, I've got no other sexy stories.
This is the sex episode. I got sex stories up the wazoo.
Yeah, I know, but this was just fucking hilarious. So I have to share this one. And I feel like you'd appreciate it being an Australian.
Thank you.
Okay. So
I've been Australian all my life.
me too. Australian man takes a piss. See, there's some sex elements here.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
That's a weird fetish, but go on.
Yeah, Australian man takes a piss in his backyard, triggers a radiation alert.
Okay.
Can you see why I had to bring this
You
one
had
in?
to bring this... Okay, I need more details. I need to know what's going on here. What's going on in this man's world that he's got enough piss... He's got radioactive piss and sets off an alarm.
Okay, so the man was in hospital. Right? After having too much sex.
Is that real?
No.
Or did you just make that? Just trying to sexify it?
I'm sexifying it, yep. And when he got home, his urine contaminated his backyard and exposed his family to radiation. This happened 2 years ago because the Australian Radiation Protection and Nuclear Safety Agency, which details more than 500 radiation-related incidents that occurred in 2017. I think that's a huge number. Very surprising. When he took a piss, his piss was filled with radioactive. Long story short, they actually had to clear 95% of his backyard, dig it up.
Oh my god. Oh, that's amazing.
I just thought that was funny.
That's pretty good. Like, have you seen that meme where it's like, you're gonna get an X-ray and the doctor's hiding behind a door?
Yeah.
Because like they're like, oh, radiation.
Radiation, we can't. Yeah.
Completely safe, and they hide behind like 3 layers of doors.
Oh, they're doing it every day.
I know, I understand that.
You
Yeah.
know.
But it's just funny like that. I got this. I heard this really terrible story / joke. And this will segue into my own story because I went to my grandparents' house today.
Yeah.
And I got a great story. But I'm going to tell this joke here about digging up a garden. This guy used to go to his father's house, his nonno's house, Italian family, help dig up the vegetable patch every year. But one day, because the guy's as like a mafiosa, gets caught and goes to prison. And his father goes and sends him. The father goes to prison to see his son. He goes, "Oh, you bloody idiot! What you do? Why you do this? Who gonna come and help me dig up the garden so I can plant my tomatoes this year?" And he's like, "Don't worry." The son's like, "It's okay. I may be in prison. I may be in prison for the rest of for the next while, but I will definitely make sure that your garden is ready to go."
How?
So in the next couple of days, a bunch of police and forensic investigators knock on the door and go, "So to the old man." Yeah, he goes to the old man. "Sorry, sir, we have to dig up your backyard because your son has told us that's where he's hidden the drugs." So they come, dig up the whole lot, dig it, move all the dirt, soil this and that. No drugs are found. If the old man goes to the son, "Oh, he made the cops come."
Mm-hmm.
And they've dug up all my soil. And goes, "See, I told you we would get the soil dug up. I told you I would do it." But anyway, I don't know if that was that funny, but nonetheless, I got a great story because my nonna went.
I was like, how did this happen? I want to know how this happened.
Oh look, I went to my grandparents' house today, and it was fantastic because they gave me some homemade salami. I'm very happy with myself at the moment. But more importantly, they just came back from the Gold Coast.
Okay. Now, how old are they, roughly?
Late 60s, early 70s.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a good grandparent sort of age.
Mm.
Anyway, so we're there, and I see this. I'm playing with my little cousin, and on the table is a bowl full of shells.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, "Oh, those are some nice shells." And my uncle comes over and goes, "Yeah, guess where they're from?"
Yeah, where?
And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. They just bought them." So he goes, "No, when they were at the beach on the Gold Coast, they found them. They liked them.
Yeah.
They took them back to their hotel room, washed them,
Fuck off.
and flew them back to Melbourne with them. And I'm like, oh, like on the last day of their holiday? That's really weird. You shouldn't take things from the beach like that. No, apparently they found them in the first day or two.
Oh.
So they found these shells that they really liked, washed them in the ocean, took them back to the hotel room. My nonna scrubbed them, put them in her suitcase.
Oh, are they big shells?
They're a good, you can make a circle out of them, like a good, I don't know, what's a good way to describe it for the viewing audience.
Because I get it if you find a shell right.
Yeah.
And it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow.
No, it's just like, I don't know, 5-6 centimeters diameter sort of thing.
Well,
the shells.
You've got to have a passion.
Yeah. Well, they found like a whole bunch and they put in there, and then
What are they going to do with them?
they're just displaying them in their house. But that wasn't the best story I heard about their trip. So my nonna, my mum goes, "Oh, that's not even the best story."
Okay.
Fantastic. So apparently, my nonna gets to the Gold Coast and has to do a load of washing.
Mm-hmm.
So she does washing and she comes back. And then my mum's helping her unpack when they come back. And she finds his bag.
With a dildo in it.
No. Like a snap seal bag full of white powder. And my mum's like, Mum, what the fuck is this? And my nonna goes, it's a washing powder. I bring wash clothes and I bring back because I didn't use it all. And my mum's just like, it looked like a bag of cocaine.
How long were they gone for?
They were gone for 3 weeks.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, so my nonna decided not only to bring shells back, she bought up a snap seal bag full of laundry detergent, pure white.
Oh my fucking god.
Washed her clothes there, didn't finish the bag, and snap sealed it back up, put it in her bag, and took them back home.
I love it. I love it because it's saving resources and money, right?
Yeah.
And I love it. But fuck me, I somehow wished that like the Australian Border Force just stopped them. Like, what is this?
Oh,
that's my washing powder.
But you know what? That actually happened. Like, Jess goes, like, we heard this story and Jess tells me, no, that happened like 2 weeks ago. Some old people were stopped because they had washing powder. They thought it was drugs, this and that. They took it out. No, it was just washing powder. My grandparents could have stopped up. Yeah,
like the suitcase is so full, I can't fit the washing powder in. I'll tape
it.
I'll
tape it to myself. Yeah, this is the insanity I have to deal with at a family event. I get the grandparents come back. When the first thing or talking to Nonna on the phone because she invited me over for lunch. She goes, "Oh, Anthony, beautiful. I got the tan." I'm like, I don't need to know that.
You got a tan.
She got a tan. It was only over there for 3 weeks. That's what happens. Mediterranean skin. What can I say? But then I find out all these great stories about her stealing shells and smuggling.
I believe you're supposed to keep the shells on the beach.
Yes, and you're also meant to just buy a little bit of washing powder when you're at there. Don't carry white powder in your
Don't the places actually? From my understanding, I thought they just gave you washing powder.
It just depends, obviously. But even if you go to a laundromat, like it's like $1.
Yeah.
Just. It's not really BYO.
I would never bring my own washing powder. Like, good. You know, maybe we should take a leaf out of.
Makes a good story.
That's. I was forced to watch my nephew play football this morning.
Okay. How'd that go?
Look, you know how last episode I'm now a baby boomer, right? They look, it was fine. It was, under 8s or whatever they are, and good on them. And there was I got a sausage roll and so that was fine.
Yeah, you set up.
So that was good. It was disappointing in a way to see that a player had come off and he had hurt his back.
That's not good.
No, that's not good, right?
No,
that's
under 8s especially, like,
right? Right.
you get your whole life to fuck your back up.
Hurt his back. And he was lying down. Now, and some of these ovals now have medics.
Well, that's
which I actually think's a good thing.
I think even when I played soccer, there wasn't like a medic on the pitch, but there was a medic at the stadium at all times.
Yeah, so they've got this, and I was like, that's good. So they come over, and then like my sister who was on roster as being the unofficial medic.
Yeah.
As well. So they've got a paid person being a medic and then her being an unofficial medic.
Which,
anyway.
and all she does is go get the real medic.
Well, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And
Intermediary.
even though she is a paramedic.
Oh, okay.
Well, a medic in the Defence Force. Anyway,
Close enough.
Confusing, right? And there were all these people, and he was crying. Anyway, at one point they go, "We're going to get an ambulance."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh fuck, this
Must be
is
bad.
this is really serious." I was like, "Shit!" Like I didn't notice that. Like, oh wow. Anyway, me having a psych background, I was like,
I got this.
I'm just gonna observe this for a second, right? And I started picking up what I thought were some cues, right? Anyway, the ambulance is cancelled as soon as the game's finished. The kids bounced up. Yep, good to go home now.
He just didn't want to play.
No, he wanted to play. He just got so much attention.
He was just lapping it all up, was he?
Just lapping it up and crying even more and crying even more. Anyway, so I just thought I like the coach's attitude, which was like, "Yeah, walk it off, buddy."
Yeah.
Like yeah, good on your coach. Under eights, like good on your dad.
It's a proper. Footy was tougher back in my day. You know, we used to beat the shit out of each other and walk off the pitch and yell at the ref.
No, I love, even though it was under eights. Like I love the parents who were just like go on, get him, like tackle him, and it's just like, yeah, do that. Like this is good, but no, terrible. There was no coffee, no good coffee.
Nah, never at those football grounds or anything like that. They do a good meat pie. They do a good 4 and 20. They heat them up. They do it right. Or a sausage roll.
Yeah, well, I got a sausage roll because the meat pie was cold. It was
okay.
it was you know.
That's a fair call.
And it was and I was also a bit hungover this morning.
Yeah.
To go to this footy game. So it was, you know.
Oh, there you go. Well, Kieran, I'm going to tell you I think I brought this story up a while back, maybe in passing. I don't remember talking about it. But did I ever tell you...
Is it sex robots?
No, it's not. I should have brought something on sex robots now that you say that, but I didn't. I'm going to tell you a story about a Canadian male to female transitioned person who is currently suing multiple businesses. Now, I don't talk about this at all.
Okay, so male to female.
So he has become a woman.
Yep. So she.
Her name currently is Jessica.
Okay.
Jessica. What the name is Jessica Yaniv.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, maybe I haven't talked about it. Maybe I've talked to Jess about it and I've just thought of something else. I thought I've talked to you about it, but maybe, and I don't remember bringing it up on the podcast, but I'll bring it up again because things have developed. I think I remember bringing it in because this happened. Basically, Jessica went to a beautician.
Okay.
For a very specific reason. To get her genitals waxed.
Okay.
So she still has a penis and a set of testicles.
And you've got it. It's a fair process to have that surgery.
That's right. So she's went to an all-female beautician and requested to have a Brazilian on her testicles.
Okay.
And the people at the beautician said, well, no, because one, you've still got those parts.
You got the gonads.
We can't do it.
Yeah.
It takes a different sort of set of skills, and we just don't have those sort of skills here. And she decided, instead of being a rational person, going, you know what, that sort of makes sense. I'll go to someone who does it like as a specialty. Jessica decided to take it to the Human Rights Tribunal of Canada and sue them into bankruptcy.
All right, okay. But if you're not competent to do it, like
yes.
it's any health professional, if you're not competent, you don't do it.
Don't do it, exactly right. And you have that sort of thing. So yes,
you'll be sued for malpractice or whatever it is.
Yes. So the great thing is the Human Rights Tribunal basically win most cases. So and they give you a proper lawyer because technically it's under their laws there in Canada. Not doing a job for someone because of their gender, I guess, is discrimination. Mm-hmm. No one really wins discrimination laws.
Yeah.
Or discrimination cases that, the defense don't really win to discrimination cases, especially in Canada. Jessica has sued 16 different beautician organizations, basically winning all of them. And she's actually,
But she's got gonads.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Yaniv has stated that she is determined as ever to cement the rights of trans people as she was, as the start of this controversial fight. When asked why she didn't go to businesses that perform Brazilian waxes for male genitalia, she rejected the fact that special training is necessary. Yaniv said she received Brazilian wax at Merrily Norman Salon in Langley, but was denied the same service at the Merrily Norman Salon in Burnaby. She ended up filing a human rights complaint against the Burnaby Salon, which has since shut down. Did that business close because of her complaint? She states that she believes that it did. And does she feel bad for the people who have lost their jobs and their businesses because of her? She states, no, why should I feel bad? The one who was the victim here was me. The way I say it, all women should receive the same service. And as this article states, and therein lies the problem. While Yaniv self-identifies as a woman, do people who provide intimate services have to accept the client's self-identification if their genitals are not changed and those services involve one's private parts? It's one thing to use someone's preferred pronouns, it's quite another thing to force to wax their testicles. And then Yaniv states, people who invoke fundamental human rights like freedom of belief and religion cannot cherry pick what rights they want, is depending on their preferences. So the question is it a human right to have your privates waxed by a woman who does not want to wax your privates?
Okay, so Jessica's gender is identifying as female.
Well, she identifies as a female, yeah.
But she's still biologically got gonads.
Yeah.
And if you're not careful with them, that hurts.
Yes. Anyway, so that's sort of what's happening with her. Very interesting sort of person. I mean, she sued that, and I've been following this case a little bit, but the last week or so, this case has gotten really interesting. Really interesting. So what is she up to these days? Trans activist, her previous name was Jonathan.
Okay.
I'll continue to call her Jessica, just to be nice. But trans activist Jonathan Jessica Yaniv, I want to have sex with girls under 18. Okay, so we're going to have some fun here.
Did I just hear that correctly?
Yes, absolutely. She's a pedophile. A young woman allegedly victimized by transgender activist Jonathan Jessica Yaniv has, with sexually inappropriate online interactions, beginning when she was 14 years old, has filed an official complaint against him. The woman has complained that she that Jessica sought to host topless LGBT swim parties for people aged 12 plus at a public pool, while demanding that parents be prohibited.
Whoa.
Sued people for referring to him as a male, has gained notoriety with the fixation... has gained notoriety for his fixation with wanting to encounter menstruating girls in public bathrooms, specifically underage. And she now describes herself as a lesbian.
Okay.
And yet he has reported online activity reflects a pederastic interest in young teenage girls that predate his interest in transgenderism. So before he decided that I'm a woman, he was already interested in underage girls.
Whoa.
Another girl has also come forward with proven screenshots of all the stuff that he said. That Jessica said. She said, this guy is known to be going to girls' bathrooms asking about periods and pads. Jessica Rumpel, who was a victim of Jessica Yaniv.
Many Jessicas in the story.
I remember being 15 and he was asking me so many questions about periods, how to put a pad or tampon on, and how to go to the girls' bathroom without freaking chicks out. Rumpel said Yaniv was twice her age at the time. He hit it. Rumpel, who's the victim here, hit on me, and it was gross. So apparently, Yaniv, he talked to me in an Elmo voice, and now it just gives me the creeps. He even told me I want to have sex with underage girls because they seemed more tighter. And around 2016-ish, he was doing the same thing to other young girls who were actually way younger than me. Some were about 13, even 12, and these girls told me he lied about his age. Which is all fun. So Ashley Smith is another victim, and it's same sort of thing. She's posted chats and this and that, including wanting to share child pornography with them.
Okay, now I'm not making any connection here.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if I've said this before.
Yeah.
But about 60 to 70% of people who identify as transgender have autism symptomology that meets diagnostic cutoff criteria.
Oh, it's amazing. Did you see the article I sent you? That they linked estrogen with autism in males?
Yes, I saw that.
This it's kind of what you're saying.
Not quite saying that yet. But because there's a case that's landed on my desk. I don't actually work, but these colleagues have gone, we need help because they're working with it's actually like far away, international.
Yep.
They're working with this autistic person who is identifying as transgender, but they're just going, there's we're not sure whether there's like this restricted and repetitive behaviors because you've got these like elements of intense and because there's like a developmental delay of like 5 to 6 years.
Oh my God.
So like as soon as you're saying that, I'm like, yeah, so might be interested in young, I'm like, oh, I wonder if this person's autistic because they could like developmentally appropriate to associate with like younger children, but age appropriate not.
Yeah.
And then you've got all these like restricted and repetitive and intense focus. Yeah. It really complicates things.
Well, can I add another thing to the stew here?
Sorry, it's just like
it's amazing.
This is what my last week has been.
How does do autistic people, are they racist as well?
Oh, it could be.
Okay, good, because she's also racist. Apparently, there's video, audio, and text messages provided to multiple news sources demonstrating shocking racism from Yaniv against Sikh, Muslim, Arab, and Asian people. She's called them turban fuckers. She says these people should not be allowed in Canada. Later stating that she can't stand these turban fuckers. In one post she shared with the victim as a joke, with the man telling, I don't help people from Iraq. She mocks Sikh people and their turbans must be on too tight and affecting blood, circulation to their blood, and on a Facebook message showing Yaniv joking about having an Asian seller penalised with a selling ban on eBay, claiming, I can't stand Asians.
So maybe not autistic, maybe just an sociopath.
Maybe just a sociopath, because this is like, the more you find out about this person, I don't even know what gender I mean, you know, they're obviously just insane or just, you know, insanity. I just can't believe she's getting away with it so far.
I think it's wrong that she sued a person saying no. We
don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this, and she can sue them. Yeah, and get that's just wrong.
Because at the end of the day, they've denied a service, which is completely fine. It's your private business. You can do whatever you want. You can deny, you know, if you run a business, you can say yes or no. I'm not going
to deny a service if I'm competent to do it.
No, but if you feel uncomfortable, like, you know, if you're a woman and
if you're not competent to do it.
And even if you are competent to do it and you say, no, sorry, I don't want to perform that service on you, you have the absolute right to do that. But she's just claiming, no, it's because I'm transgender. 16 places potentially have shut down. Definitely one, but with more to come.
That's fucked up.
And she's also a pedophile. I mean, we're talking about someone that's insane. I know this is meant to be the sex episode, but that's more sex weird shit than you can ever imagine. We're talking about fucking aliens. Jesus Christ. I think we already have them.
Oh, dear God. I got another article for you.
All right, buddy.
This is sex workers share their funniest thing a client ever asked them to do.
Oh, here we go. Finally some sex. I got a good story after this as well.
It's just a quick one. One guy was apparently turned on by insulation.
Insulation,
Yeah,
like rubber,
as in yeah,
for the walls, the
wall
ceiling insulation.
Stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Tradies.
Another client was turned on by cheese.
Okay.
Like
full stop though. Everyone's turned on by cheese. Even the lactose intolerant like cheese.
No, but just grating the cheese.
Is that like an ASMR thing? Like you hear like the grating cheese and it's like when you you cook garlic and onion and you walk away from the stove for a bit and come back and you smell like garlic and onion, like ooh.
I guess. But she had to do a web show of just someone grating cheese.
That's easy $50. I mean, I'll do that. I'll do it with my top off and everything. $50, I'll do it.
Another client wanted a rather gassy experience.
Yep.
So just farting a lot.
Yeah, that's a fetish. That's a huge fetish.
Really, the farting one? Wow.
Have you still seen? You haven't seen Mr. Medica's videos about?
No.
Oh man, you gotta watch them tonight. Spend an hour watching these videos. You will never.
I'm watching fucking elevator reviews now.
Oh, did you get into it? Did you get into them a bit more than you thought you would?
I did. I am.
Okay, to put something in perspective for people, I found a YouTube channel where they review elevators and car washes and hotels, car parks, and I got into it a bit more than I thought. And I thought as a joke, I sent it to Kieran, and this is what's happened. We are fucking boomers.
And then the other one was with someone else, because you know how I love legroom.
Yeah,
I care about legroom. Talking about something, and I was like, oh yeah. Every now and then I watch like flight reviews.
Get fucked.
Yeah, and someone else goes, oh, it's because of the bloody legroom, isn't it? And I was like, no, but it is.
What? That's your fetish. That's what you would be like. You're like, hey, look,
it's because I have a nightmare of being stuck in the middle on an airplane seat. Like I don't want to be in the middle, but I need to know where like the best spot on the airplane is for when I fly, so I'm the most comfortable. And so this is why I watch airplane reviews.
Amazing.
To figure out like
amazing.
And now I'm watching elevators.
You're gonna get off the elevators. I know that, like, it's fascinating. You put them on and suddenly you're 4 hours deep into elevators.
Yeah, and they get like 80,000 subscribers.
I know! We should get them on the show. We've got to try and get them on the show.
But did you ever watch Will It Blend?
Yeah, I used to watch a few of those, yeah. That was good, but like I could see the appeal to that, like, because it was a bit fascinating. And they had like industrial blenders, everything blended at the end.
Everything blended, yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know, elevators for some reason. It just gets me.
This is a good elevator. It's
Oh, there's 1920s. Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, they've redone it. So what other things are people being turned on by other than elevators and legroom on an airplane?
fucking yeah. No. Someone just wanted to cuddle, which I think would be fairly common.
That's a big thing.
Yeah,
especially in Japan.
Yeah. Cock and ball torture. 2 hours of cock and ball torture. These are fairly common, but yeah, foot fetishes are out there as well.
Foot fetishes always weird me out.
Yeah,
I can't imagine anyone like I don't see the appeal. Like tits, I get. Ass, I get. You know,
feet. Nah, don't get the appeal. Don't get the appeal.
People get turned on by knees.
Really?
Yeah, it's a real thing as well. People get anyway, DeviantArt porn is just a weird sort of set.
Yeah. I've got to admit, I was actually quite disappointed by what they found. But
I reckon the really kinky shit, like really
the grated
weird.
cheese.
Yeah, that's I bet you can find a YouTube video of that. Like you wouldn't have to spend like $100 on a webcam show. You can just see. I'm sure there's like a guy or
naked
a girl
grating cheese.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be hard to find a video like that. Put it on a Fiverr. Sure, Fiverr, someone will do it for $10. Well, look at this one. A trucker was watching porn before a wreck that killed.
I saw this.
Killed a highway worker. Says a Minnesotan highway worker as the police say. A trucker who has caused a wreck that killed a highway worker was allegedly watching porn around the time that the crash occurred, according to the Minnesotan authorities. Tate Doom, which is the fucking killer name, Tate Doom, 49, was charged with criminal vehicular operation this month. A following investigation has been underway since the fatal accident happened in October. Doom was behind an 18-wheeler that rear-ended a truck and a trailer in a work zone on the interstate of Rogers. The trailer broke free, struck and killed a construction worker who was 59 years old, standing on the highway's shoulders. And there you go. Apparently, Doom told the investigators he was driving 50 miles an hour before the wreck, but the authorities alleged that he was driving at around 72. The speed limit is around 70, around there. But apparently he was, according to the WCCO, investigators Doom's cell phone and recovered deleted files from PornHub. They believed he was playing them around the time of the crash. However, Doom has denied that was the case.
He was fucking watching porn.
I like the fact that they went through his phone. Like, I wouldn't have thought you would have to go through a phone.
No, they do that now because everyone, not just like if they're watching porn,
yeah,
but if you're in a car accident,
yeah,
because the insurance companies don't want to pay,
yeah,
and if there's been like any texting while you've been driving, because they can also track, they can get the subpoena to see where you've been, and so they'll look into it.
Crazy.
So if you have a car accident and you've actually been on your phone, they'll pull that up.
I would have thought check text messages, your phone calls.
So you've got to prove that
porn using. I'm just going to check your PornHub account. So no,
you got to prove that your car has got the wireless capabilities and that your hands never touched your phone while you're driving. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
It's the same if you're in an accident. The insurance will ask witnesses, could they smell any alcohol in your breath?
Oh, see, that's bullshit. Alcoholics get a bad rap.
Or pornoholics.
Yeah. I'm amazed at... Like, how do you masturbate...
While driving.
You know, especially a truck. Trucks are usually manual.
Mm.
So you need both hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unless you're just watching porn for fun.
Yeah.
Do you ever just I've never just put porn on, just be like, hey, there's some penises and vaginas.
Or just hear the sounds in the background.
It's like getting that...
Here's some background noise.
I was going to that meme where they put like a regular video and then put the sex noise. Like that's ASMR. That's how I fall asleep. Well, Kieran, I think we're going to wrap this bad boy of an episode up because next week...
I've picked the episode.
You've picked the episode. I was going to say,
I'm going to tell the listeners.
Okay, so next episode that we do will probably be a double. We'll try and do a double.
I think so.
All right, we'll do a regular episode and we'll do a review. So what we're going to try and do is review one of our old episodes in the WATP style.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring in clips. We'll talk about them. We'll laugh about it and this and that. But Kieran just decided on the episode that we're going to be reviewing.
Episode 3.
Lizard people. Who was it? Just you and I on that episode?
I think so.
Just you and I on that episode. 'Cause no, the second episode had Niall on it.
Yeah.
But episode 3 it is Lizard People. Classic episode. Highly recommend everyone listen to it. It's on Spotify now, so there's no excuses. I'm very much looking forward to this and pulling clips up and in the meantime, I've got to edit and send out this episode too.
But it's going to be exciting.
I'm excited.
I
don't know. I can't remember what else we talked about apart from lizard people.
It's just a great episode.
All right. I'll definitely listen to it.
Look, it could just turn me into going, hey, so we said this. This was brilliant.
The audio quality will definitely be fucking shit. I don't know if I can fix it up and stuff like that.
No, make it shit.
I'll just leave it as is.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, so everyone, this obviously, thank you very much for listening to this episode. Definitely listen to episode number 3, Lizard People, which is on Spotify and stuff like that. But for all your other wanking needs, make sure you follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you'd like to send us some hate mail, a death threat, or a rant, or if you want to tell us what your least favourite part of episode number 3 is, send us an email. Yeah. Send us an email or record
sending it out to you, Alice.
That's
Alice,
right.
Your rants are lacking.
I've already got something from one of our friend James up at New South Wales. He's already sent something through for that episode. It's very exciting. But make sure you record it on your phone and email us at weonlydoonetakePodcast@gmail.com. Kieran, thank you so much for being in the studio.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure, and we'll see you next Thursday.
You know what? You can do the introduction.
I'll do the ending. I'll do the ending again.
Yeah.
All right,
You want to read it?
for all your wanking needs.
Yeah.
Tune in to the We Only Do One Take podcast on SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify.
Oh, well done.
Send in your death threat, rant, wonderful comments, politics, tax questions, whatever it may be, to We Only Do One Take Podcast @gmail.com, and we'll see you next Thursday. See? Don't even need to read the script. Did I nail it?
I think you did pretty well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.